Good morning, my dear students. So, today I have picked up some important questions from your first chapter, Real Numbers. So, here you can see here explained why the numbers, these two numbers are composite numbers. So, you must all of you know that what is a composite number. A composite number is a positive integer number, isn't it? Which should have more than two factors. So if you see this number and when we take the common 13, it is coming in the bracket 77 plus 1, is not it? That is 13 into 78. And if you break 78, so if you break this 78, so you can break this as like this, 13, is not it? So you can break this number as 13 into 13 into 3 into 2. If you see, it is considering one factor, two factor, three factor, is not it? So even it is having more than three factors, so you can say that this expression is a composite number. Okay, next let us go for the second number. So if you see this two expression here, so if I take 5 common, in the bracket it is coming 1008 plus 1. So if you see this 5 into 1009, so 1009 single cannot be broken up, is not it? It cannot be factorized. So if when we multiplied it, we are getting 5045. And when we see here 5045, it is having factors more than 2. That is one number itself, 1009 and 5. So therefore we can comment that these two numbers are composite numbers. Okay. Next is, check whether 6 to the power n can end with digit 0 for any number n. So we must all of you know that the divisibility process, that any number that ends with 0, it should be divisible by what? 10. And if it is divisible by 10, that means it is also divisible by 2 as well as and 5. But when we break 6 to the power n, it is coming as 2 into 3 power whole n. And if you see here, 5 does not fall in the prime factorization of 6 to the power n, is not it? Therefore 6 to the power n is not divisible by 5. So we can comment that 6 to the power n will never end with 0 of any number n, is not it? So we cannot say that 6 to the power n will end with 0 numbers. Okay, next question is, prove that root 5 is an irrational number. So what we are doing here, we are considering let root 5 be a rational number. So when we are considering this root 5 as a rational number, so we are expressing this in the form of a by b, where a and b both are integers and b must not be equal to 0, which is the definition of a rational number. But we know that root 5 is what? Actually an irrational number, isn't it? So if a number is a rational number, that means it will have a common factor other than 1, is not it? So what we are doing here, we are writing a equal to root 5 and then we are squaring both the sides. After we are squaring both the sides, we are writing here, we can write here b square is equal to a square by 5. That means this 5 is dividing this a square. That means this a is also divisible by 5. That means this a will have a common factor as 5, isn't it? Now let us consider again a equal to 5k, where k is also an integer. And then when we put this in the main equation, we can see here b square is coming 5 times of k square, is not it? That means that means when we find the value of k square, we can write here b square by 5. So here again also you can see here b square is dividing by 5. That means b will also be dividing by 5. That means what we can comment, that a and b has common factor other than what? 1, that is what? 5. But as we all know that root 5 cannot be expressed in the form of a by b, is not it? So both the conditions are what? Contradicting, isn't it? Therefore our assumption is wrong. Therefore we comment that root 5 is what? A irrational number. Similarly, one more question here you can see here. Prove that 3 plus root 2 root 5 is also an irrational number. We know this, isn't it? But let us consider this to be again a rational number. So when we are considering this as an irrational number, we can express in the form of a by b, where a and b again are integers and b must not be equal to 0. After that, what we are doing is let the value of 2 root 5 be equal to a by b minus 3. So root 5 will be half of a by b minus 3. So as we all know that a and b both are what? Integer. Therefore, on the right hand side of this expression, we can say that this is also an integer number. So if the numbers are integer, that means this number is considered to be what? A rational number. On the left hand side, you have irrational number. On the right hand side, you have rational number. So both are contradictory. Therefore, what we can say that actually the 3 plus root 5, 2 root 5 is an irrational number.